so I saw this image on Tunde Not's page, and I decided to step in. Um, I saw the image of this woman who came out to ask if denying her husband of sex is a ground for divorce. And Tunde Not now started asking, can can a spouse or can a husband divorce his wife because of sex? And I would make reference to the provisions of the law and then respond accordingly. Now, Section 15 sub 1 of the Matrimonial Causes Act, that is a law that governs matrimonial causes in Nigeria. Matrimonial causes are applications that arise out of a matrimonial relationship, marriage relationship rather. There are applications that can arise out of marriage relationship. So the act, Matrimonial Causes Act, is the act that regulates marriage relationship in Nigeria. Now, Section 15 is the provision that provides, it's the section that provides for dissolution, what we call divorce in Nigeria. And that section in sub 1 of Section 15 states that when a marriage has broken down irretrievably, that marriage can be dissolved. That the ground for dissolution of marriage in Nigeria is that the marriage has broken down irretrievably. Now, Section 15 sub 2 went further to list out the things that will happen for the court to consider that marriage to have broken down irretrievably. And one of them in Section 15 sub 2 verse, Section 15 sub 2 sub A, Section 15 sub 2 sub A went further to say that upon the willful and persistent refusal to consummate the marriage, that marriage would be said to have broken down irretrievably. And based on that, one can bring an application for it to be dissolved upon the willful and persistent refusal to consummate the marriage. Now, I went further to research and to find out over plethora of cases as to what amounts to consummating a marriage, what amounts to consummating, yes, what amounts to willful and persistent consummation of a marriage. Now, what consummating a marriage mean is that first is that is intercourse, rather, not the first, is intercourse between both parties, that between the husband and the wife after the marriage ceremony, not before. After the marriage ceremony, when the husband and the wife have an intercourse after the marriage ceremony, that amounts to consummation of the marriage. Now, for a party to the marriage to bring an application for willful and persistent refusal to consummate the marriage, that party must first have made demands. You would have made demands for to have sexual intercourse with your spouse. You would have made demands, and that spouse would have willfully and persistently refused you intercourse all the times that you made demands. Because if that spouse is incapable, that's a different case altogether. You have to you have to you have to prove to the court that that spouse was capable of having intercourse with you but refused, and you made several demands, and all the times you made the demand, that spouse willfully refused you access, and that was why you brought the application. You have to bring such proofs. That is one. And then in responding to Tunde Ednut, I would say yes, based on all that I have said, that sex can be refusal to consummate your marriage or refusing your spouse sex is sufficient ground for dissolution of marriage under our Matrimonial Causes Act. Yes, one can divorce his spouse because of the other party's willful and persistent refusal for sexual intercourse. I hope you found this video helpful. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, kindly click the subscribe button. And if you like what we do, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much for having me, and enjoy the rest.